So as you guys might know, I'm a pretty big fan of FLR FLR. And recently, a couple of things have been happening that I think most people that hold either XRP, 𝗕𝗓, or any of the utility coins really might want to know about. Because I've just noticed a lot of people on the channel, they also love FLR. And you might have already seen it, but here was basically the, let me quickly turn off that sound, massive announcement over on their X, well actually the, I guess reminder for everybody. So it's about the FLR Fair. And here they shared it went live 10 days ago with TVL above, or I guess added $10 million now at $81 million. Wallets plus 70,000, so now at 1.47 mil. And participation over 69,000 since this went live. And this was the original post, FLR Fair, the one-stop DeFi carnival. So for the most part, they've just decided to launch a carnival of sorts, a nice event to basically increase participation and also give people some nice rewards in the process. So as we're taking a look, you can see it does look pretty nice. And here you can see the couple of different rewards you're able to get: FLR drops, FLR, and treasures, with also a very simple tutorial attached on the website that I kind of could not do better because she has kind of like an angelic voice or whatever. But it basically just says connect your wallet and get some assets on FLR. But I think most people watching this already have at least some assets on FLR, but she says bridge them over if you haven't done it yet. And she says if you haven't gotten your funds on there yet, you can use Stargate, it's a bridge, to just take assets from, for example, Ethereum or something along those lines over to FLR so you can participate with this. Or obviously you could use an exchange and just withdraw from that to whatever wallet of your choice. MetaMask, for example, could work. And I think here comes one of the more interesting parts that she basically says once you've, bridged your assets over, look at the clear amount of different opportunities you've got to participate with all this. You've got a lot of different protocols that have some sort of incentive going on right now. And then it steps into step number 2, which is collect. But I'll just quickly say it again. If you want to participate and you're on, for example, the FLR portal, you just press this connect wallet button. And none of my public wallets have any FLR on them, but this is basically what the ecosystem looks like, or what the portal has in its options. There's a couple of different buttons to click on, a lot of different proposals to vote on, and you can see other proposals right here. Over on the FLR network website, you also have these fun zones. It's basically what they scrolled through before in that little video. All different opportunities to use your FLR assets to gain yield or, well, take a look at this actually, 93% APR. Anyway, or provide liquidity. There's a lot of different options, but it says it all right here. Explore FLR's ecosystem and unlock rewards by staking, supplying, and lending with participating dApps. With again Stargate here being for getting your assets on there, for example. Spark Dex is a DEX. You can obviously do a lot of different things, like swap around, for example, and earn some rewards for it. And I'd say that the nicest part is that every single one of these also, if you just quickly go on them, for example, hey, you're looking at Spark Dex thinking, what does this entail? What can I do over on there? What can I earn? What can I get? You can press the explore button. Here it says a couple of different reward percentages that you can get from that. But also there's always a video attached that basically explains how it all works. So in this case here, there's about a 2-minute video guiding you through all the different clicks and steps you can go through. And I think it's very easy for beginners to have it be done this way. It's just very easily overseeable. I'm not sure if that's the best way to put it over in English. But again, it will just explain to you in pretty great detail, with voice by the way, all the different steps and how to exactly participate. So I think that's actually a very nice addition that most others do not have in that sense, or rather that I've been missing for a lot of other protocols, like a little bit more of a beginner guide for exactly what the steps are, because it can be quite difficult. Many people do want to earn some sort of yield, but they do not know exactly where to start, and so they've made it really, really easy. And I think the nicest part is, especially for the people that have been, holding FLR for a while, they might have got some FLR assets, but they really never knew exactly where to start. I think this also acts, besides the reward perspective, as a little bit of an introductory guide for some to just get the door open, if you get my drift. Now, there's also actually a video on exactly why FLR is the blockchain for data, or what FLR exactly is. I don't think on this channel it's something that needs to be covered, because I think most people on here know about FLR and have known about it for years, since it was a massive thing for a lot of XRP holders a few years ago, and I see comments about it every single day. But I should also say, as a little side note, I've been scrolling through FLR's X for a little while, that actually quite a lot of people have also been sharing about this. And I guess for the most part it's because if you're using it anyway, I might have already said it just now, It's just an extra additional benefit with some pretty ridiculous APRs. But I think those ridiculous numbers are mostly just because they want to make sure that as many people go over that threshold, but then again, they're not ridiculous, where it's very much sustainable. But let me say it like this. It's just meant to make people excited, make people actually step out of their comfort zone, while also being very rewarding to people who actually just already do it, for them to basically hop over onto FLR. And I think it just opens up a new, let's call it angle, for a lot of people that might have never really thought about using DeFi over on FLR. I think a fair like this is always a very smart idea. And regardless of my opinion, like I just showed you, within 10 days, they were able to gain significant additions to all their numbers. Again, a ton of new wallets being connected, a ton more money within their TVL, and so the results also prove themselves. But today, I don't want to talk too much about the FLR price or things like that I've done many times. I just wanted to add something for a lot of the people that have been waiting for an update on, hey, what exactly are they doing? Hey, what exactly are the current incentives right now? What is hot? What is everybody talking about when it comes to FLR? And for the most part, this is it right now. This is the biggest thing that's going on that most people are excited about, but more importantly, that you can actively participate in instead of just looking at, news or small announcements. Now, this is something that people can do. I don't know better way to describe it. Just you can participate, you can earn rewards, and it's pretty damn simple. As I said, there's guides for everything over on their websites. And if you want to get started, either go to their Twitter. I'll also leave a link down below to the official FLR website, but it's all just on the FLR, or I should say FLR. Wow, that's a FLR network website. You can easily find it. And again, some of these APRs are actually quite, I don't want to talk about it too much, but they're quite crazy. Like I said, a lot of different opportunities, so make sure you go ahead and check it out. And if you didn't know where to find it, I'll leave a couple of links down below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you go ahead and press that like button, and that's about it.